If you had to give advice, for couples who are in a relationship, what is a financial hack that you would say to help couples either save money or get ahead financially in life?
Well, hacks don't work unless you're transparent. And one of the biggest abuses against women is actually financial abuse, where men don't disclose, what's going on with the finances. So number one, hacks don't work unless you're transparent. So be transparent with your partner, whether you're the woman or the man, or whoever manages the money. Be transparent with the other person. Second would be put whatever money you want to spend, funny money, into a separate account. That way you never have to worry about going over budget.
I love that. I'm going to go back. Can you define in your definition what you consider, funny money? Because I kind of use a similar, term, but if you want to define that.
Anything you don't need.
Okay.
So if you pay student loans, you pay a mortgage, you pay rent, that's stuff you need, right? You have to meet your obligations, pay your debts, but and that includes credit card debts if you're leveraged. But funny money means anything you don't need. You might buy something you don't need on your credit card, but you need to pay off your credit card. There's a big difference. Once you incur that debt, you got to pay it off, right? And so I would say funny money is anything you don't need.
If you're in a couple, you need to have your own finances, as well as if you are getting serious / are married or anything of that sort, whether you're young, old, whatever it is, then you can share something as well. But have your own, because you never know who's going to stick around and take what you want or take your stuff. So have your own stuff, support yourself. You can still love someone, but you also need to support yourself. You're the only one guaranteed for that.
I like that. So we're saying 50-50 on rent?
I think there's a difference of, one, you got to look at salary. If someone is providing way more in a salary, you got to talk about where we're divvying up the funds. But also, I am very traditional when it comes to relationships, and I think a man is supposed to provide in a sense of like security, and a woman is supposed to provide the love, the comfort, the support, and things like that within a relationship. But that's because I'm very old school, and I think that I'd be happy staying at home and providing, but I also do have like my own joys and things that I don't mind working. But like, you got to have that balance.
I like that. Any follow-up?
I mean, I think just like having transparency, I think is the biggest thing. Is like, yeah, maybe there's like because I think I'm someone that goes through changes in life and changes in income. So like just having the transparency of like, hey, right now I'm affording what I can afford, and that's life. But like in other situations, like you have more. So it's just like finding that balance. So I think just the advice would be just like just full transparency, whether it's like you're talking, you're dating, you're engaged, you're married, like. I mean, maybe not talking, but like once you like start a real relationship, like having that transparency of what income is, and or like not numbers, but just like what it looks like in your life in terms of like, hey, we can't go on these like really fancy dates because that's not going to happen for me, or like XYZ. So I think transparency is the biggest name of the game.
I love it. Want to add anything? Or you good?
Just adding on, communication I think is key as far as any relationship goes, but finances.
I mean, I'm single right now, so, flying solo, things are a lot less expensive. But what I will say is, don't go to Starbucks. You'll save a lot more money that way.
As far as that's concerned, I feel like in every aspect of the relationship, it always should not fall on one person. If things if responsibilities are falling on one person, then, hey, the other person, hey, let's use some of this to invest. Because my thing is, if you're blowing and somebody falls on hard times, y'all didn't have any money to invest, y'all don't have any money saved, things of that nature. So just, you got to be smart with it. And as a couple, man, love is love, but also, too, y'all got to look at it as partly a small part of it is business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, and make smart decisions with y'all money and not be selfish with each other. So that's what I would say. Because one is constantly giving and one is constantly taking, it's going to be tough. That's for real. That's for real.
Make a dollar, take a dollar. You got no money left.
You got no money left, man. That's all I'm saying. So you can take care of somebody, but also too, it can't be all given, all take on one side. Yeah.
So I would say definitely a joint bank account at a young age, or like when you're first starting off, is not like a good idea. It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Having a savings, whether it's a savings account, a checking account, is not a good idea. You two should definitely, because people handle money differently. You don't know who you're going to be in a relationship with. So I feel like having a savings account each end should be a good idea. And, don't combine all your money. Don't combine all your money. Because I recently just did that with my ex, and he had all of it. And you know what? I couldn't do nothing about it, So definitely, money is a long time thing. Relationships always aren't. So keep up with your money and like have your money to yourself, you know?
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. And it's speaking. It sounds like you're speaking from an example, but it's so true to because that seems to be the common trend around here is keep separate bank accounts. Don't kind of commingle funds together. So those are some great financial tips. If you have any tips, please comment in the section below. Would love to hear what you have to say. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.